We are good. We, nice. Okay, go time. Right? Kidding? Isn't that? You're old. Day 68 of the year of streaming and learning to code. That was extremely close yesterday. Waiting till the last minute or two. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, okay. You're chilling right there? Yeah? Anywho, cut it really close yesterday. Almost down to the wire. But I checked and it did upload to Twitch on the 8th, which is pretty friggin' awesome. So, we are still in good standing for streaming every single day this year so far. Ho, you are old, kitty. Isn't that right? I think he's like 12, 14, which means he's like 400 years old in cat years. So, yeah, that's fun. Alright, old cats. Yay. Watch your face. There you go. There you go. You're doing your thing. You are old. We are looking for HTML and CSS. Now, we left off. Hey, and little kitty too. Oh my god, cats galore. Right. I'm gonna guide my hand in reverse via the webcam. That's little kitty. This is kitty. So that's why she's little kitty, because this one is the original kitty. She's 3, he's like 12 or 14. Oh my god, I keep touching your nose, cat. I am sorry, but you got your face right up where the mouse is, so we'll move that a little bit further. That way there's less face contact. Huh? How's that sound? Yeah, nice. Oh, who's old and furry? Okay, good talk. Back to streaming, coding stuff. You are totally blocking. We can see here. Yeah, this is good. Not used to not having the mouse in the right place, but what are you doing with your life? You're just okay. Can we tell that he's moved off camera? Yeah, he's still here. This is his tail. That is him. Right here. This is a cat. That general area. Coding, right? Focus, damn it, focus. We made it through. We made a pretty good dent in CSS last night. 69% of the way through. And we are continuing on. CSS, an overview. Dun dun dun. I don't know if we're just going to finish lesson 1. Not really sure how I feel about this. But we may do section 2. Hopefully it's small. Cat, you are just in the way like no other. But we'll make this work. Lots of love for kitty. Background color, right? 19, is that where we're taking off? 19 to 26. Background color, height and width, and kitty. Are you moving? You're gonna give up on life right there, huh? I think you need water or food, but that's not gonna happen for another 2 hours, maybe even an hour and a half. we need to stream something other than cats. I know it's not essential to stream stuff other than cats on Twitch, but there are those who enjoy. Yep, good. Love you. Good talk. Good talk. Okay, and we can put chat back up. Our phone, get some action going on there. Good, good. One cat down. One of two. Little kitty's doing, what is that? Let's bring up the webcam, that way I don't have to turn my head. She's cleaning her toes. Her little claws of death. Okay, back to Codecademy. Background color, height, and width. Remember our friend div and how we used it to make those multicolored blocks? Time for you to build your own blocks. Well, block, let's not get ahead of ourselves. There are 3 properties you'll need to set values for. 1, background color, which you set to a color or hex value. 2, height, which you set a value in pixels. Width, which you also measure in pixels. These exercises will give you a brief overview of the different HTML elements you can select and what some of their property value pairs are, like new ones we mentioned above. We'll cover HTML elements sectional, blah, 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 blah. Speaking is difficult. We'll cover HTML element selection. Little kitty, it is your fault. Will you stop sucking on things back there? Dear Lord, woman. Cat. Alright. Don't mind her. We'll cover we'll cover HTML element selection more in the next course. We made it through there. This is going to be a painful 6 or 7 sections. In the stylesheet.css tab, set the background color to C0, like this, background color blah. 2, set the height to 100 pixels, like so, and set the width to 100 as well. Hint, make sure you're using background color for your div, not color. Noted. Check yo Beautiful. Here we go. Copy. Background color for what? Maybe they just mean background color in general. Da-dum, da-dum, dum, hey, da-dum, da-dum, da-da-da-dum, dum, da-dum, da-dum. D-D-D-D-D-D-D-D. Beautiful, beautiful. Background color, blankety blank. What else are we doing? What else are we doing? Height and width. Is it all just within background? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yep. Height. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Is that it? That was it. Way cool. Bordering on insanity. This is us. How appropriate. Many HTML elements support the border property. This can be especially useful with tables. The border property in turn supports several values. For example, a border 2 pixels thick, solid, and red, you'd type selector, border, 2 pixels, solid, red. Borders, pretty fancy. Instruction. In style.css tab, 1. Set your TDs, table data cells, have a height of 50 pixels so we can see them better when we add our border. Give your TD's border a 1 pixel dashed blue. Give your table a border of 1 pixel solid black. Here comes the border, right? Here comes the thunder, the noise. We're bordering. We switch that out. If you're getting weird value, yep, no, we know not to read that anymore because it's a stupid story. Selector, blankety blank, TDs. I think we're gonna have 2, quite possibly TD. Well, that's no fun. Border. 1 pixel dashed blue. We're also gonna have a height. Alphabetical. Height. Is it 50? I believe it was 50. 50 pixels. Semicolon. Okay, and next we are going to have, is that it? TD's table data cells to have a height of 50. Give TD's a border, 1 pixel dash, give our table a border. And that's fine, we'll just call it table. Table border of 1 pixel solid black. We got it. Aha, 21 of 26. Links and text decoration. Links have a lot of same properties as regular text. You can change their font, color, size, and so on, but links also have a property, text decoration, that you can change to give your links a little more custom flair. You're probably used to seeing links that are blue and underlined, right? Well, that's not the way it has to be. In style.css, give your A selector a color, C blah blah, text decoration, none. Check out how the link changes in the results tab. We got it. What else do we have here? Nope, nothing special. Damn. We've got a color. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Need our fun little shortcut again. And text. Text decoration none. Text hyphen decoration colon nunesies. Or you know, for some religious humor, none. Get it? Laugh, damn it. None. Okay. Here we go. Red. Google. Fun. Onwards. 22. HTML plus CSS equals BFFs. How unbelievably cute. And so forth. All right. Final section. Really? No. Oh, no? In general? Ah, yes, the review section in general. 26. That's our destination. We are on 22. Okay. HTML plus CSS equals BFFs. All right, final section. time for some review. You're learning a lot, so from here on out, we'll do more frequent reviews. Make sure you got a handle on all this new material. Okay, all on your lonesome. Add a link tag between head tags in the HTML tab to the right. The link should have the href attribute that points to stylesheet.css. If you don't remember, that's your issue. Now, I did notice that they kept putting the link above title, so we will stick with that. Link. Different link. Relation. I think it was relation next. And then href. Pretty sure that's what it was. We're going to go with that. And I keep seeing variances between whether there's a space afterwards or not, or a space prior to the slash and the end caret. I kind of like it without the space, but I feel like I've been seeing more and more things with a space. Not really sure how to feel about that. Maybe I'm probably overanalyzing it, but just something I've noticed. Type text / CSS relationship style sheet and stylesheet.css. Perfecto. Was that it? I guess that was it. Step 1, down. 23, many selectors, many properties. All right, our HTML bone is connected to our CSS bone. How fun. Next, let's review selectors, properties, and values. Remember the syntax. Selector, property, value. Add a pair of h1 tags inside the body of our HTML page. Okay. Your h1 header can say anything you want. Then on the CSS tab, make its font family Verdana and its color blah diddly blah. 2, add a pair of paragraph tags below your h1 header. Put any text you like in there, then head over to the CSS tab and set the font size to 18 pixels and its color to so forth and such. Make sure to end each CSS declaration with a semicolon like so. Wow, and they just drop all the work in there for you. I mean, that's cool, that's nice. We are looking to speed through this. Make sure to capitalize the V in Verdana. If you're having trouble, deal with it. That was the Zoom reference. We will put forth a little effort. At least I'd hope so. H1. Is it only H1 that we're adding? Header. God, that seems so awful. There. Header 1. Das gut. H1. Was it just color that they wanted? Oh, it was color and font family. Color, something or other, semicolon, font, family, colon, semicolon, oh, Verdana. The lovely Verdana. Color, we will copy you. Nice, look at that. Not totally terrible anymore. Save and submit their, oh no, paragraphs, add a paragraph below your header, put any text you like, then head over, set the font size and the color to blah. Copy. We're gonna do this first before we add in. color. Something or other, right? Dun 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 dun. We are just rifling through the show tunes today. Font size, right? 18 pixels. Dun-dun-dun. Okay. This is the Earth. It's a very nice Earth. P. Nope. More effort. Paragraph. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Is that? Oh, because we didn't change the color. No, we did change the color. Is it just a stupid color? I guess it is. It's just a very basic color. A very specific, generic color. It's kind of like me. Very unique, yet still incredibly bland, right? Unique is a strong word. We'll figure something out. We'll find a different adjective. One that's less flattering. Peculiar. That's a good fit. I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. Fall back. As we've seen something... No. Heal. Fall back. As we've seen, sometimes a user's computer doesn't have the mega sweet fonts we wish it had. For that reason, we give their browser a few fallback choices. Instructions. Set the P font family to Garamond. Garmin? Never gonna get that. You know what? Let's see what Robot Voice has to say about it. Garmin. Is it just Garmin? No, Garamond. I hate speaking. Garamond. Not a fun. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Okay, set P font family to Garmin. 2. Give H1 a backup font of sans serif and P a backup font of serif. Check out the hints if you need a refresh. If it does that stupid zoom thing, it doesn't. Cool. Property, best value, next best value, blah, 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 and blah. So, that P font family, Garmin. Copy. Font. Oh. Give H1 a backup font, sans serif. I think that's it for that one. Nice, green check mark. Here we go, 25, size and borders. Excellent. Your page is a little bland though. How appropriate. Let's add a picture with a border. Add an image, your HTML document, its source attribute can point anywhere. Click the hint if you're stuck or need a picture. On the CSS tab, set your image's height to 100 pixels, width to 300. On CSS tab, give your image a border 1 pixel solid, blah, blah, blah. Remember your image tag needs a source, like so, image, blah. Can't find an image? Try this one. If you're using Firefox, you can't skip adding URL. So, whoa. If you're using Firefox, you can't skip adding a URL to source. If you do, you'll get an image that's only 16 pixels high. I know I'm not using Firefox, but I'm still trying to process their note. I guess there's just an issue with Firefox, which is why we use Chrome, right? Topher, hey man, how you doing? How's your, good God, what day is it? We don't even know. We haven't been keeping track of what day it is, for the last, 68 days? It's Thursday. The Thursday. All we know it as is today 68, right? Fuck yeah. But, yeah, hopefully you're... You know what? Nope, screw it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how the Thursday is going. How is your day 68 going? That's what we're doing. Everyone's calendar is now on my calendar. Hopefully you're having an awesome day 68, Topher. That's what we want. That's all we can hope for. Is that your day 68 is as going as well as our day 68. Alright, borders and such. Apparently Firefox struggles with image height, I guess. But we are just dropping in image where the hell we feel like it. We are gonna steal theirs, not gonna lie. Feeling kinda lazy at this point, even though we're on section 25 to 26. We're gonna steal it. Let's see what their photo is of. My day is going okay. Just got home from work. Hell yeah. You've escaped. Very nice. Ah, Codecademy. Good self-advertising with their photo of their choice. That's the old logo, too. At least I think that's the old logo. Kinda feels like the old logo. Alright, so we've got image. Now we are going to take that. Not literally. We're going to set up a border for it now. Image. Beautiful. And something regarding height and width. Height 100, 300. Height 100 pixels. Something about something width. Oh, 300 pixels. Very nice. This is just exhilarating. And border is... We're going to copy that noise. Beautiful, beautiful. Hey, it shrunk quite a bit. It is no longer conquering the whole screen. Beautiful. Save and submit. Green check mark. Hell yeah. Last of this section. I think we are going to do the next section. Just knock it out, get section 2 over with. Links and text decoration. Great work, we're almost there. Instructions. 1. Add a link to your HTML page using a href URL, blah, blah, blah. Check the hint if you need a reminder, which I'd like to note there is no hint on this page. Although they say check the hint, there is no hint. Yeah. Classy. Missed a few streams. You still working through the HTML course? Yeah, it's a bunch of noise. We're into the CSS part. But it's noise. You know what? Honestly, and same thing with, just like how, hell, I think a lot of these are even the same friggin' exercise, to be completely honest. JavaScript is what's next, and I think it's just a rehash. The only caveat to that is that, again, this is like the third or fourth HTML course I've done through Codecademy, so I've seen a majority of their HTML and CSS content this far. So this is really like all of it combined. JavaScript, though, they only had one JavaScript, or they've got 2 JavaScript courses. Learn JavaScript, which is like the really basic intro level, you know, JavaScript Lite or Diet JavaScript. Now we're going into the full course, so there may actually be more advanced stuff in there. I'm hopeful, but I get the feeling that still even a large chunk of that will be repeat content. So it's kind of just noise grinding until we get to Ruby. So Python and Ruby were really the 2 that I was looking forward to learning. I mean, I've already worked with, I was already using SQL and other stuff for queries in my last job, so I'm familiar with that. I was already familiar with HTML and CSS slightly. The very basic JavaScript skills, but so that's that. So Python and Ruby are really the 2 things that I'm most excited to learn or see, get my hands on. Python hurt, not gonna lie. I'll need to definitely practice a lot more with Python, but we got that out of the way. But Ruby's really where the next unknown lies. So yeah, good times. Back to our CSS nightmare. Actually, this hasn't been too bad. Been rather enjoyable, to say the least. Better than binary, eh? Yeah. Although lots of stuff is better than binary, so. Okay, links and text decoration. Great work. We're almost there. Instructions. Right. Add a link to your H-reference. Something about tags. Check the hint, which they don't have. We were yammering about that. On the CSS tab, change your text decoration to none, color to blank. You're done. Revel in the glory of your newfound CSS knowledge for a moment, and then head on to the next project. Yeah, you don't. Okay. 1. HTML nonsense. We're linking? Add a link to your HTML page using so forth tags. Oh, we're just adding a link to decorate. Well then, if that's the case, we're just going to take this. Boom. Link text, yeah, we'll leave that. We're going to copy Codecademy. Copy link address. Beautiful. Beautiful. Style sheet. A. Text decoration to none. Let's replace that with a colon and a semicolon and color. Well, you know what? We're going to type that color, because then we get to do our fun little shortcut. C00 semicolon. Very nice. Save and submit. Green check mark in the bag. Take that. CSS and overview. Over with. See what I did there? Yeah. Clever. All right. Up next, design a button for your website. Now that you know some CSS, you can style great looking buttons for your web pages. Hell yeah. Time to get buttony. I have to press the shit out of that button. All right. What you'll be building. You've probably seen all kinds of nifty buttons, nifty looking buttons on your favorite websites that link you to different web pages. In this next project, we'll show you how to make your own. We've included sample images and text here, but feel free to substitute your own in the next exercises. Instructions. Check out the HTML and CSS we've used and have a look at the button on the Result tab. Hit Save and Submit code when you're ready to start building your button. Codecademy, we're Codecademy. We're here to help you learn code. Find us, friend us on Facebook. How many sections are in this? 6. Hell yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice and minimal. And our favorite button, the green button. The next lesson button. Success. I started doing free code camp lately. Not sure if I told you. Yes, yeah, you mentioned that you gave it a crack. Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to it. The all the non-profit work, eh? Then that's even resume worthy. Drawing your button. Let's get started. First things first. We'll need to create our button. We'll do this with div tags. Please note if you've that we're not reading the stupid Zoom warning again. I've read this friggin' instruction like 30 times in the last 2.5 days. That instructions, before instructions, are we working on anything fun or exciting, or just sort of browsing free code camp, tinkering at the moment, if you will? Or have we already found a project, a non-profit that we saw an issue for, that Topher gets to solve their problems? You've solved many problems here on my stream. I'm confident you're solving other people's problems. On the CSS tab, instructions. On the CSS tab, add a div selector and add property value pairs of height 50, width 120, border, blah, background color, so forth. Your border style can be any type, dashed, solid, and so on. You can use any border width you want. We like 2 pixels. I flew through about 250 lessons. Dear God. What's your goal for this year of coding? I don't have a destination, to be honest. I just... The year is mainly to do it every single day, because I don't know where it's going to lead. I don't know if I'm going to stumble across, Ruby or Python and just be like, oh my god, this is the language for me, holy crap. And then just go on a single language coding binge and whatnot. But yeah, right now the goal for this is to just stream daily, really, and kind of capture the learning process and see where I end up. So right now it's just to stream daily. I know I'll be done with, I don't know, I'm like a third of the way through Codecademy itself, the catalog that they have to offer. The next thing is to take a crack at free code camp. But probably within the year, I'd like to start working on side projects of my own. Right now, I'm enjoying the learning process. So, yeah, but as far as the catalog goes, they've got like 6 full lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6. So yeah, I'm like a third of the way through Codecademy, but it's good. You don't get to jump right into working with nonprofits. You have to go through all their lessons. Ah, fun. Good to know. My kind of place. The current goal is just to finish Codecademy, but I know that won't take a year. So, but I'd be down if it leads to a development job of some sort, or whatnot. But right now, it's pretty much just a side project of my own. Okay, drawing your button. We were basically just going to take all this and get rid of the numbers. On the CSS tab, add a div selector, add a property value of the following, your border style. So we've got color, border color, and background color. Your border style can be any type, dash, and so forth. See, this comes with their weird instructions. I don't know if they're saying optional border, or if this is basically number 5. They were kind enough to put 1 through 4. they're hinting at 5. I don't know why they need to hint. They can just tell us 5 or not. What do you enjoy most right now, front end or back end? Right now, it would be mostly front end stuff, HTML and CSS. So, but I'd like to get, my goal is to get a better understanding of back end, structural, the actual like process of, or structural, not the structural side, that would be front end, but how things are actually processed on the back end. That's what we were looking for. I am more interested, I'm enjoying learning front end because that seems to be easier stuff like HTML and CSS, but I am far more interested in the back end side of things. However, I like understanding both sides of the equation. So the goal for me, I guess, would be full stack, front end and back end, ideally. But that's a long road ahead. A road which we are only 68 days into. But it's been interesting so far, nonetheless. We are just going to straight up take this, because we can. Style sheet. Go time. Div. Dun 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 dun. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Now look at this. They have border style and border width. Is there a difference? I think I'm just going to go with border width. Oh, border style and width. Oh, that would be the 2 pixels, solid, and then the color. We're just going to do... Well, it's just border to begin with. Border. Copy. And frankly, I'm going to put it, I think, above border color. 2 pixels is what they were requesting. Solid. And we'll do blue. We'll do blue. Nice, nice. Let's get rid of the period. Drop in a semicolon. Drop in a semicolon there and here. And 1 for you. You get a semicolon and you get a semicolon. Everyone gets a semicolon. All right. Good. Atrocious. Love it. That it? Next? Should be it. Beautiful green checkbox. Shaping your button. This involves a new property called Borderradius. We'll learn more about it in later courses and projects. This property modifies the corners of HTML objects. It's how you get those cool rounded buttons. As a side note, considering this is the last HTML and CSS course in their catalog, I don't know what later courses and projects they're actually referring to. Now, maybe they do have other, you know what, they do have their paid projects. That's probably where they're talking about other projects. I was going to say, as far as courses go, this is it. Because this is our 3rd or 4th time of doing HTML and CSS, and they kept saying later, 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 and now we're kind of past later, and still hasn't really gone to anything more advanced. Just thought I'd throw that out there. This involves a new property called Borderradius. We'll learn more about it in later courses. This property modifies the corner of HTML objects. It's how you get those cool rounded buttons. Time to get radius-y. Set your div's border radius to 5 pixels. Yeah, yeah. Nice. Golden, golden. Drop that in there. Get rid of you. The almighty colon. The semi-almighty semicolon. See what I did there? Semi, get it? Because it's a semi. Okay. Not important. Not important. Border radius. Cool, cool. Let's do 50 just for fun. Oh, good God, look at that thing. Like a horse pill. Back to 5. Beautiful. Save and submit. Green checkbox. Positioning your button. Nice work. Now, we'll work on centering your button on the page. We'll go over positioning in the next course or two, but we think it's a good idea to give you a preview here. Here's how it works. 1. Margin auto is the CSS you'll use to tell the browser, hey, make sure to set equal margins on each side of this HTML element. When the margins are equal, the object is centered. 2. Align, text align center is how you center text elements. On the CSS tab, set your div's margins to auto and its text align property to center. All right. Go time. CSS div margins auto. Yes, we're setting. I wanted to say margarine. We're setting margarine to auto. It's not a real margin. It's fake. Processed. I can't believe it. It's not margin. It's margarine. Get it? No? Alright, that's a butter joke. We are digging deep in the terrible jokes bin for these. Fan-friggin-tastic. Okay, adding a link. Great. Now we want to add a link with text to our button. In our example above, back in the first exercise, you may have noticed we used span tags to create different font color for Facebook, like so. href, Facebook, friend us on blah, span, Facebook, blank, blank, blank. Beautiful. You can do this too if you like, but it's not required. On the HTML, margarine is not butter, so that wouldn't be a butter joke. Ah, Topher. Topher's good. Keeping us on point. That's right. That's like the binary joke. There's only 2 types of people. Or actually, I guess that was a trinary joke. Whatever the, more of a solidified vegetable oil joke. Hearty, har, har, yes. Always good to have you here, Topher. Okay. Came for the coding, stayed for the Topher. Adding the link. Great. Now we want to add a link with text to our button. In our example, back in the first... Okay, we already read that. The Facebook nonsense, right? Yeah. You can do this too, if you like, but it's not required. I get the feeling they're lying to us. Chances are it is required, because now we've got instructions that tell us, add a friggin' link. Lies? Inconsistency. Instructions. On the HTML tab, add a link using A tags between your div tags. I think we're just gonna steal their nonsense. It's what I'm feeling. It's what I'm feeling. Add a link using A tags between your div tags. You can set its href attribute to go to any website you like, make the link itself, say whatever you want. On the CSS tab, set your link's text decoration to none. Give it whatever color or font family you like. So that's really about it. Okay, so copy. Let's get rid of that. D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D Okay. Is it really a hard knock life, though? Set your links text decoration to none. Okay. Okie dokie, Dr. Jones. Link. No, not Link. Bad Steven. That could have got ugly real quick. Not that anything truly terrible would have happened, but we've been doing so well with so few minor errors like that. Alright, we are doing text decoration. We'll drop in the semicolon and a colon and color as well. And font family. Font familia. Huh? Color. Ooh. We'll do blue. Well, no. Wrong. Dark blue? Royal blue. Dark blue. Fun. No, they took that. Font family. Ooh. We'll do, I don't know if it'll fit. No, we're gonna just stick with Arial. Non-offensive Arial. Fantastic. Save and submit. Green check mark. In the bag. It's alive. It most certainly is. Great work. In just a few short steps, you've made a functioning button that will send your website's visitors wherever you'd like them to go. Feel free to go ahead and play with the settings on your button, such as changing its color, font size, border radius value. I do think we're going to put it back to 50. Have I played the new Zelda yet? Yeah. I've been living the new Zelda game for like the last week. Like, eat, sleep, Zelda. I am only stopping. That's why the streams have been shorter, or why I'm rushing through them, is to get to playing Zelda. So that's what I'm doing after that. And I wish I had a computer so I could stream me playing Zelda, but I don't. It's just not in the cards right now. The other alternative, the closest setup that I would have been able to pull off, is if I could have... There's the Windows 10 app, like the Windows 10 Xbox app for Macs. Or, no, there's the Windows 10... There's the Xbox app for Windows, or for Windows 10, where you can, like, AirPlay or stream from your Xbox to your computer. And, death. And with the TV in, so, you know, you can connect whatever, whether it's a, you know, your cable box or Wii U or PlayStation 4 or 3 with the HDMI in on the Xbox. So since you can't use the Xbox One's built-in Twitch streaming services for those secondary consoles that use the HDMI in, but you can still play them, you can use the Windows app on your computer to stream from the Xbox to your computer, and then you can stream from the Windows. So it's this really roundabout way. That would be the closest I could get to it, but I don't have Windows on my machine. And by the time the game came out and like setting up boot camp and all that, it just wasn't worth it. Plus, my little machine is still so underpowered. I mean, I can barely struggle. Or I struggle streaming, you know, text. This isn't exactly very graphically intensive. So, but anywho, I've been living it. It's fantastic. Are you a fan of the Legend of Zelda series? Have you dabbled with any of the Legend of Zelda games franchise? Where do you stand on the Nintendo Zelda front? Tech stuff. Good. Alright. Don't have it, so I'm just stuck watching people play it on Twitch. Nice. Yeah, I'm surprised it's, well, honestly, I'm not really that surprised at how high it's been rated in, I've been playing Zelda. Yes, good. Now, I came to this planet after the first Zelda came out. I joined, during the Link to the Past era. So the third installment, but I've been a diehard fan and Nintendo fan ever since. The game is just spec-frickin-tacular, so yeah, it's good times. This game is, because I played the original Zelda on, I mean, I've played it on a couple different consoles because they'll re-release it, especially on like the Game Boys. They've had a couple different versions of the original Zelda on like, Game Boy Advance and some other things, but most recently my official playthrough was on the 3DS on the Virtual Console. That was great. That game was brutal, as well as the I also played Zelda 2. Holy hell. They don't make games that difficult anymore. I mean, the first one was hard. The first one was great. The second one was just like, I won't say unnecessarily difficult, but oh my god. Since it was on the 3DS and the Virtual Console, it has that ability where you can save. It's a newer device, so you can just save where you're at. Because I know when you die in Zelda 2, you have to go all the way back, like to the middle of the map in the world. Honestly, I think if I had to play it on a regular console, non-3DS or non-Virtual Console, where you can't like just auto-save directly there, I don't think I could have beaten Zelda 2. It would have been too difficult for me to play, having to restart all the time. It would have taken forever every time you die. So I definitely leaned on that ability to save in the Virtual Console directly at the beginning of a dungeon, so I could just restart there. That was a lifesaver. But as far as the new game, Breath of the Wild, out of all the different Zelda games, which I've played essentially all of them, there's the few like the Link's crossbow training on the Wii U. Never played that. I didn't play Triforce Heroes on the 3DS. I did play a Link Between Worlds on the 3DS, which was just friggin' amazing. That game was awesome. Breath of the Wild definitely exceeded that. But point being, all the different games and experiences, this game most closely represents, Breath of the Wild most closely represents the exploration feel of the original game. Just kind of how they throw you in the world, it's dangerous to travel alone. Here's your sword. That's basically it for the tutorial. And then it's just exploring in any direction. It's very much how this new game is. So, yeah, it's good. I love it. Anywho, yeah, just watching people play the new one makes me happy. Ocarina of Time was one of my favorites too. Ocarina of Time was fun. I am on the A Link to the Past I guess bandwagon of that being my favorite. Although I know most people's would be Ocarina of Time. However, I could easily see Breath of the Wild dethroning Ocarina of Time as the best Zelda game. I mean, it's, at least for me, now I was following all the overviews and previews of the game leading up to the game coming out, but I didn't watch any of the like kind of teaser stuff really delving into the specifics of the game. and I didn't watch any of the reviews. I kept seeing scores, IGN, you know, everyone was giving it like 10s and 9s. But I still haven't read any official reviews on the game yet, and I've still been avoiding all like the helpful walkthroughs and things like that. So, very much like coding, I'm just enjoying the learning process, and it's been so fun. It's been great. So I don't know what the negative things people have been saying, but it's right up my alley. For sure. Just the little that I've seen of this game, it looks amazing. Yeah, they did it right. Anywho. Successful Zelda tangent. It's alive. Yeah, I wish I could stream. I've been playing it so much this week. All right, great work. Just a few, it's alive, great work, just a few short steps. I think we read all this. Made a functioning button, website visitors, feel free to change the border radius value, which is what we're gonna do. Click on your button, have it take you wherever your heart desires, or wherever your href attribute goes, then hit save and submit. We are going to do the border radius. It's at 5, let's try 50. That's fun. 50's nice. Let's do something hilarious. Let's do 120. You know what? No, it can only go... Is it 45 that's the limit? I think it's too small. It's an angle thing. So there is a capacity. It's not, you know, typing in 9,000 isn't going to change anything. I also think it's the size. Because it's pixel based. If we were to change what we're measuring it off of in relation to this, it would be different. Because it completes the circle due to the pixel size, see? So 50, yeah. Look at that. So we're going to change you to 300. Kinda big. 300. We'll do 200. And now we'll do... that's 5. Tiny. 50. Larger. 30. Now we're going to do 90. Boom. See that? I think the max is always half. Oh, for 75% border radius. Is that the max, or you're just shouting out a fun number? Or 75% it completes the circle. I was going to say it's probably always whatever 50% of the height is. Or width, technically. I guess that's probably whatever the max is to complete the circle. So 100 would give us the semicircle. And let's see, 150. That... shouting out a fun number. Okay. Good. I like 95. No. We're gonna do 80. 88. Back to the Future. Huh? That's always fun. Alright. We've got our Back to the Future. Friend us on Facebook button. And that's basically all she wrote. Design a button. Huzzah, we did it. And pointing out that you can do percentages too. Yes, correct. I do recall that from the last. As I was yammering to myself, the dots connected. Okay. Design a button for your website. Eliminated. Next. CSS selectors. You've learned a bit about CSS. Now it's time to dive into the details of the selectors, including multiple selectors, universal selectors, and class ID selectors. Although we are probably going to call it quits. Yeah, that's definitely for tomorrow. Fun. What noise do we have ahead of us, though? All HTML elements are selectors. We've used a number of HTML elements as CSS selectors so far. We've typed the HTML tags, H1 with the CSS selector, H1 paragraph with P, and so on. You may have guessed this, but if not, we'll say it outright. Any HTML elements can be a CSS selector. You can modify ULs, tables, even entire body by selecting a table body, respectively. Give it a whirl, change the entire HTML background color to blank, although we're going to save that for another day. Was a good read, though. Good read. Where do we stand? 66% of the way through HTML and CSS. We are on to section 5. Yeah, section 5. Woo! Good times. And then where are we headed? Is it JavaScript after CSS? It is JavaScript. jQuery. And React. So this is where it will start to get interesting. Not so much JavaScript. I mean, that'll be good. That'll be fun. But we've seen the essence of JavaScript with Learn JavaScript. I don't know how much more new stuff they're going to be throwing at us in here. Hopefully there's more new stuff. But React, that'll be fun and exciting. And along with Angular, and then Ruby. Good times. Good times. All right. Where do we stand at the end of day 68? 764 points. And we are 105 badges deep. Topher, jQuery, yuck, awesome. I'll be sure to spend my time in there. After the binary fiasco, do binary. It'll be fun. Dear God. Hey, little kitty. Whoa, yeah, you're excited. I know. Hey, you're a cat. All right. Okay. I think the party is over. The party is ended. Really? 706. So these are the individual activities I've done so far. 764. That's a lot. That is a lot. You're catching up to me on points. Oh, for Codecademy? How many points? I didn't realize you did Codecademy. Or yeah. Oh, little kitty. What are you doing? Are you a cat? Yeah, you're a cat. You know what's up. Dee. Or have you already completed all of Codecademy? I don't remember how many I have. Interesting. Oh god, you're lying on the keyboard. Just don't set things. Why do you feel the need to nap? I mean, yeah, that's good. It's the end of the stream and you came over now, but you are just... No. You're rolling on the keyboard. Sit, boo-boo, sit. Jesus. Nice. Alright. That's all the fun we have for today. So... Oh, and the points there for the individual... So, the points are the individual... lessons, like the one we just did has 6, the one before that had 26. Nice. Okay, beautiful. So we are back and out. Closing the stream, back to OBS. Gonna feed the cats. Is it time to feed the cats? codecademy.com/Topher. Oh, I can go to your profile? Hear that, little kitty? Get the hell off the keyboard. Yeah, that's what the universe is telling us right now. Codecademy / Topher Gates bleep. Oh no, was it me too fair? Got singular? I doubt it would be singular. Isoke. Now, little cat, what are you doing with your life? Just go lie somewhere else. So close. It seemed like it would work. Maybe it's the privacy setting. You know, if you've got an older account, because I have an older, like I've got I set up like a BDX Inc. branded one, but I have a Steven account from way back. Again, I had mentioned that I had done the CS, the HTML, CSS like intro courses and the intro Java. I never completed the JavaScript one, the intro to it. Like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years ago, like a long time ago. Well, not too long. That's not terribly long ago, but you know what I mean. So yeah, that's that. But I know the site was definitely very different back then than it is now. Still somewhat similar in certain areas, but pretty different overall. So that's that. We're gonna go back to Steven learning, and we be closing out the stream. And it's close enough to 6. We're gonna feed you, cat. Oh yeah, who's excited? You are. Food time. You excited for food time? Let's do this. Stopping the stream. You sure? Hell yeah. Kill it.